Namaste. My name is JVN Rishi Gautam from Department of Journalism. Today's topic is basic elements of communication. Simply, we can define communication as sharing of ideas or feelings with others. Communication takes place when one person transmits information and understanding to another person. There is a communication when you respond or listen to someone. Movements of lips, the wave of hands, or the wink of an eye may convey more meaning than even written or spoken words. The basic elements of communication process include communicator, communicatee, message, channel, and feedback. Communicator is the sender, speaker, issuer, or writer who intends to express or send out a message. Communicatee is the receiver of the message for whom the communication is meant. The communicatee receives the information, order, or message. Message, which is also known as the subject matter of this process, that is, content of the letter, speech, order, information, idea, or suggestion. Communication channel or the media through which the sender passes the information and understanding to the receiver. It acts as a connection between the communicator and the communicatee, that is, the level of communication or relationships that exist between different individuals or departments of an organization. Message, which is also known as the subject matter of this process, that is, content of the letter, speech, order, information, idea, or suggestion. Communication channel or the media through which the sender passes the information and understanding to the receiver. It acts as a connection between the communicator and the communicatee, that is, the levels of communication or relationships that exist between different individuals or departments of an organization. Feedback, which is essential to make communication a successful one. It is the effect, reply, or reaction of the information transmitted to the communicatee. Firstly, the communicator develops an exact idea about concepts, beliefs, or data that he wants to convey. Then he translates the idea into words, symbols, or some other form of message which he expects the receiver to understand. The communicator picks out an appropriate medium for transmitting the message. The message is then received by the communicate. The communicate acts upon the message as he has understood it. Finally, the effectiveness of communication is assessed through response or feedback. If the communication brings in the desired channels in the actions, it is said to be successful communication. 5 elements of communication, 5 elements of effective communication. The first one is approach. Timing of communication, choice of medium, tone and point of view, perspective, attitude, and relationship regarding audience, purpose, and material. Recognition of audience, direct versus indirect presentation, ordering of evidence and conclusions, persuasive strategies, and rhetorical appeals. Checkpoints. Timing and choice of medium are appropriate to the purpose, audience, and material. Tone is appropriate to the purpose, audience, and material. Material is made relevant to the reader. Conclusions are presented directly. Persuasive strategy incorporates a mixture of theoretical approaches. Development. Next point is development. Organization, logical arrangement and sequence, evidence and support, knowledge of subject and material, quality of perception, analysis and insight. Material is arranged in a logical and coherent sequence. Conclusion or closing restates the argument and identifies the action to be taken. Examples are relevant, specific, detailed, sufficient, and persuasive. Quotations support and the argument. Handling of material demonstrates knowledge and insight. Clarity. Presentation of thesis or central argument, like statement of purpose, delineation or narrowing of topic, relevance of subordinate or secondary arguments, word choice, technical language and jargon, structure, sentence, paragraph, document, coherence devices, organizational statement, repetition of words and phrases, progression from familiar to unfamiliar topic, and transitional sentences. Textual markers. Next and fourth point is style. Word choice, economy, precision and specificity of language and detail, abstract versus concrete language, action, verbs versus linking or weak verbs with nominalizations, figure of speech, schemes and tropes, sentence variety. Next is correctness, rules and conventions of spellings, grammar, punctuation, uses and idiom, style, appropriateness of word choice and level of formality to audience, purpose and material, social and cultural appropriateness, accuracy in proofreading. Thank you.